Stanley here, people, and listen! I'm with legendary vocal coach Ken Tamplin! How you doing today, Ken?
Testing, testing. Hello, Syncin Stanley. Ken Tamplin here, where the proof is in the syncing. You may know me as the cousin of Sammy Hagar, who has met me a single time in his life and co-author of the smash hit Kiss song, I Confess. What are you wanting to know about today?
Well, first of all, Ken, how did you get to meet Paul and Gene from Kiss?
I met Paul through Gene when I was co-writing the smash hit Kiss song, I Confess, with him. It was an incredible experience, similar to how my cousin Sammy Hagar worked with Eddie Van Halen. We had a great vibe in the studio, and getting to collaborate with such iconic musicians really shaped my career. Paul brought his unique energy to the mix, and it was a true honor to work alongside him.
Wow, that's awesome! So how did it come about that you started working with Paul on the End of the Voice tour?
Well, Paul reached out to me due to my past experience with Kiss co-writing the smash hit song, I Confess. When he reached out for some vocal advice for the End of the Road tour, I was happy to help, kind of like how my cousin Sammy Hagar was happy to help out Eddie Van Halen. We spent some time discussing techniques and ways to keep his voice strong on the road. Eventually, it evolved into a session where I took him into the studio to record some tracks. The idea was to give him some solid material to lip sync to during the shows, just to ensure everything sounded perfect. I already had plenty of experience recording tracks to sync to with my own band Shout, so it was all very natural. It was a fantastic experience, and I'm proud to support him in that way.
So Ken, would it be safe to assume that Kiss made you sign a non-disclosure form so the lip-syncing secret didn't get out?
Yes, I did have to sign an NDA regarding the work I did with Paul Stanley. It's pretty standard in these situations. It reminds me of when my cousin Sammy Hagar had to sign an NDA about what was under David Lee Roth's wig during their tour in 2001 to 2002. Some things are just meant to stay behind the scenes.
Well, Ken, have you gotten to see my Doc McGee interview where I got Doc to admit that Kiss are using backing tracks? Just like you're being accused of using backing tracks? What do you think of all those accusations?
Honestly, I find that question really offensive. I did see the interview with Doc McGee, and I understand the complexities of live performance today. But insinuating that I personally rely on backing tracks is disrespectful. I put my heart and soul into every note I sing. This kind of speculation undermines the hard work of artists who strive to deliver the best for their fans. I'm not here to entertain baseless allegations. This interview is over.
Well, I guess Ken had enough. He's out of the frying pan and into the fire. If he just confessed to these accusations, he could put this all behind him. Oh well, see y'all next time.
This has been a Think Army production.
Bam!